All right, we're going to try this again. See if we can make it work the second time a little bit better than the first. Are we on? Looks like we're live on Twitch. Let's check the YouTubes. It's on, but it's set to private. Let's change that. Why would it ever go to private? Is it beyond me? Public. Done. Nope. Public. Done. Save. There. Now we should be on both. Hopefully the chat is working, so the chat is on both. That would be wonderful. We shall see. Okay, how do I actually make this work? Let's pop the chat out. Just in case. Put it there. And there we go. All right, cool. 2 streams in one day. You guys should be so lucky. We don't have a ton of time. It's already getting kind of late. We might just jump straight into Cosmic Crucible. We do have War to do at some point. It'll have to be tonight because I don't have time tomorrow. I'm so fucked. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to do some War tonight. When is the store? Store's not resetting for a while, so there shouldn't be anything here terribly excluding. All right. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. There it is. We're going against Mick. What's Mick look like? Mick, he's actually a little bit lower than us. Interesting. No mercy. Let's go back to Mick for a second. He does have his Thanos, though. What's up, Windstorm? How you doing, bud? Gucci sweater Palpatine. Interesting. My girl likes to drink wine. Good to see you. Wait, what you got on defense there, bud? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so the full Annihilators team, but much smaller than what we dealt with before. No Super Skrull, actually. Oh, he's keeping Super Skrull and Old Man Logan. Oh, no, never mind. Just Super Skrull and Apocalypse on offense. I was going to say, wow, he went offense heavy. What's up, Jacob? Good to see you. Did you win your first round? We did win our first rounds. Labor Day's been okay. Most of it's been spent here, actually, either in front of the camera or behind the scenes. Working on some stuff, working on the charity stream we're doing, working on just making the stream better. So I don't know how much you can tell on your end, but like I've changed around what I'm doing on Twitch, how I'm restreaming, aka there's actual music playing now. The first one got hit on YouTube. I'm seeing if I can make this one so it doesn't get hit on YouTube, but we'll see what happens. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like we're gonna have to be a lot more efficient on this one because he's probably gonna blow us out of the water. Ooh, Aries. Interesting. But you ate at least, right? Yes, we did eat. We did nothing like super fancy, but we had lunch and dinner as per usual.
Snoochie boochies. Snoochie boochies.
Nice. I love me the Jam Bob reference. I don't know why it hit twice, but whatever. Wow. Shots fired. Um, I'm letting my beard grow out a little bit for the charity event, so there's more to shave off. I don't know if that's fluffing up my cheeks a little bit, but no. Uh, all right, let's go to what we did earlier. Oh, nope, that's all right. That's very possible, Jacob. Certainly my family hasn't. Understand the way that I run myself around. How do you terminate this war with you? You can't let it go. Coming back for more freedom. Taking it back. I'm out of here. I'm turning back. Baby blue Cadillac. Just when I was stalling, I heard an angel calling. This is your life. Okay. Jacob is doing some editing for me. Jacob is doing a lot of editing for me this week. Hopefully that's going well. All right, let's see. We got Infinity Watch. No, we don't. That's a lie. Uh, I bet you were hoping for an OnlyFans. Where do I sign up? OnlyFans of Magneto. All right. Darkhold Quicksilver. 198302. Old man. Oh, actually, it's Mercs. Mercs. Dorm Noir. 2596738. Just annihilators. Two, no, 2367735. Extreme Rogue. 2879365. Spider Society, Black Knight, 3082221. And Infinity Watch, Ares. Do we think he's probably awakened? Maybe. That's a very small team. Even if he is awakened, that's just a tiny little team. All right. So, why are you rotating so much, kid? Oh, because you're. That's what's going on. Okay, there we go. Let's see. So, for the first time around, we went. Old Man Logan, Dorm Doom, Vol, and Omega Red, and that did pretty well, but it was exhausted, so that helps. But there's no Super Scroll, so that also helps. Dorm, Doom, Vol, Omega Red. Room number 6, we can probably just do Pegasus. Room number 4, we could do MOE with APOC. Room number 5 could be SD, or it could be Cabal. But we might want Cabal for 2. 1 one can be Tangled, Undying, Nova? Is that what we did? Oh, not Undying. Not Undying. Oh, sorry. Where'd they go? They're there. I look silly in a lot of the redemptions. That's literally the point. None of my redemptions make me look cool. You know? Unlimited power, I don't look cool. X gon' give it to ya. He's gonna give it to you. X gon' give it to you. It's gonna give it to you. Toasty! Damn straight. Yeah, maybe we do go. Something like that. Okay. So we need an answer for 2 and for 5. We still got access to Superior 6. Oh, actually, that's easy. Superior 6 goes here. And then that gives us Cabal in 2. Right? No one ever. Fuck yourself. Me, right here. I literally have it tattooed on my leg. Not proud to be, but Canadian. I'm not singing along to this song. Unlimited power! What's up, Ricky? How you doing? Sounds like you got this. This one seems pretty... You just got owned. Oh, no. Okay, so... Let's go back and check something, because I did try and switch things around. Okay, so hiding from real life... well, everybody on YouTube, you're showing up on the stream, which is cool. But the actual chat doesn't have you mixed together, which is weird. Because I specifically... Like, there you are. Oh, all. Duh. Okay, never mind. That's on me. That's on me. Okay, cool. So I have a chat where I can see everybody. You guys have a chat where you can see everybody. Win. What'd you get owned by, real life? What got you? Walking hate. Good to see you, bud. It's a pretty awful karaoke tune. Yeah, no doubt. When Dan's reminded he's Canadian. Oh, the sad Dan. Fuck you. All right. All right. I see how it is. You should have been here on the weekend, or if you, maybe you were out here on the weekend. I don't remember who was in that room, but we had a little back and forth, Canada versus America. I feel no need to repeat it. Okay, so I don't need to have this open, so that's good. It just works. Cool, okay. Now, the thing is, earlier on when we were doing this with the music on or streaming to YouTube and Twitch, YouTube copyrighted it. So I think I changed it so that the music won't go to YouTube just the same way the music doesn't go to the Twitch VODs. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, we're going to have to just stop doing this because I can't keep getting the YouTube stuff banned. But if we can, fantastic. Rap is dangerous to sing. I might slip. I feel the exact same fucking way. Where, like, I would never say it for real, but, like, if I'm singing along to a song, there's the off chance. Okay, so, room number 1, we're looking at Tangled, Nova, MLF, somebody else. Room number 2, Cabal, Zemo, and North Star, probably. Room number 3, Old Man Logan, Dormammu, Doom, Val, and Omega Red. It worked earlier, but they were exhausted. But it should be a pretty significant punch down, so that should be okay. Room number 4, MOE with APOC. Room number 5, Superior 6 with probably Vulture. Sorry, that was 5. And then room number 6, Pegasus. I feel like that's going to do pretty well here. Annihilators with Sus. For some reason, when I ulted with APOC, I did not get the double attack. It was like when in Arena, so I had to double tap it, and then it threw off my plan. Does Gladiator do that everywhere, or just in Arena? Because that's Gladiator that's making you not do the double tap. But is that... on spawn, on any turn, if this character is below 50% health, steal health from on this character, drop below 3. Character has 2 or more annihilators. While this character's health is 50 or more, this character and all allies cannot gain whatever. In Arena, this character and all allies cannot gain slow. While this character's health is 50 below, enemies cannot fill or reduce speed bar for themselves, allies, or enemies. This does not affect... So yeah, so that's Arena. So it shouldn't have affected that. Assuming that's what caused it. Because that would be very sad if that happens. When I rap, every song sounds like Vanilla Ice. My friend Brian never takes any breaths. He talks with the periods. Brian, I mean, I don't know how long he's been doing this for. He has an impressive... Run 7, for those who don't know. Has an impressive ability to just, like, go. You know what I mean? Like, if you give him an inch, he can take 5 minutes, no problem. Just... It's like... I had another point, but okay. Never mind. You're good. Enjoy. I think we're going to just jump in and record this, because there doesn't seem to be a whole lot... Like, I mean, not saying everything's necessarily going to go exactly to plan, but I feel like I've got a plan for everything. If you've seen, especially like Windstorm, if you've seen any of the R rating content we do, it's just like... He can just go. He's really good at it. It's kind of fun to watch sometimes. Like, it sucks because I'm supposed to be also talking, but every now and then I just get lost in him talking, and I'm just like, oh, this is why I'm a fan, is because I just enjoy listening to you. But also, I should be thinking about what I'm going to say next instead of just, like, getting lost in your eyes. I said it. If you give him an inch, he will want 8 more inches. Well, he's not finding them here, I'll tell you that. That's for damn sure. Yeah. It's a problem, well, it's a gift problem, whatever, that I would love to inherit, but... Alright, let's record this video and then we can just kind of have fun, do whatever the fuck we want. Pause the music. Hello, everybody, and wait, no. Back to the right screen. Oh, got to record too. The double false start. You're welcome. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mongoolie Show. Today we're doing Season 10, Week 1, Day number 2 against Mick. Now, Mick actually has a slightly smaller TCP as us, and when I say that, I mean like less than 1 million, so we're pretty much the exact same plays. Now, he does have his Thor unlocked, so he's got me bested there, but other than that, we look to be pretty evenly matched. Let's jump into the match and see what he's got on defense. Gameplay. Redo, you sounded bored. Fuck you. But also, okay. Fine. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mongoolie Show. Today we're taking on Mick in Cosmic Crucible Season 10, Day 2. No, yeah, Day 2. Fuck you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mongoolie Show. Today we're taking on Cosmic Crucible Day 2, Season 10. We're going up against Mick, who's got the exact same TCP as we do, or close enough. He does have his Thanos unlocked. We do not, so he's got us beat there. But other than that, this should be a fairly fair fight. Let's jump in and see what he's got on defense. I'm not doing it again. Old one-take Dan, that's what they call me. You forgot the Magneto helmet? No, I didn't forget it. It's right there. You redeemed Magneto again. Okay. Cool. Don't have the headphones on. Hard to tell. Sorry, bud. No one wants to see that bald head. You're here for the bald head, Windstorm. That's the only reason you're here, damn it. All right, so on defense in room number 1, we're looking at Darkhold with Quicksilver coming in at just under 2 million points. Room number 2, we've got the Mercs for Money along with Spider-Man Noir and Dormammu to try and give them all a bit of revives. Room number 3, this is pretty common, although I haven't seen the entire 5-piece. Usually they've got a instead of Silver Surfer, they usually have Super Skrull in here. So I'm interested to see what the full 5-piece does. That does mean he's going to have his Super Skrull on offense, and that's a little scary. But this means this room's going to be a lot easier to take care of, or at least I hope it will be. Room number 4, Extreme X-Men with Rogue, the classic. Room number 5, the Spider Society along with Black Knight. And then room number 6, I've not seen this one before. This is Infinity Watch with Ares. Now, they're all pretty small, coming in under 1.5 million, but I've just never seen Ares with this team, or to be honest, at all on defense. So we'll have to see how that goes. Let's jump into room number 1. Good restart. Last time you said he had 4 unlocked instead of Thanos. Oh, shit. Well, I didn't even catch that. Good call. Love it. Okay, who is they? Are you sure? It's true. All right. So, for room number 1, I don't think I got them saved. I don't know why I went there. Let's go with Tangled Nova, MLF, and something else. What can be the something else? What can be our other? The War Attacks, we'll see. I don't know. Lady Deathstrike? Yeah, okay. That's pretty hefty, but I'll take it. All right, for room number 1, we've got their quick hold that we're going to be dealing with. We've got our Tangled team along with Nova, Lady Deathstrike, and MLF. Now, this is basically just a whole lot of power that we're going to be throwing their way. We can steal their Death Proof with our 2099, but other than that, we're really just going to be hitting them as hard as we can. We're going to use Nova to be able to stun their Wong so we don't get stuck behind him, and we can just kind of focus on MLF and just beat this team down. I don't imagine too many problems here, especially considering we're punching down 1 million power. Let's jump into it. I just put my youngest to bed, and I may or may not have fallen asleep in the same room with her. So, kind of like you say, I sounded bored. It's more likely that I'm actually just waking up again. All right, so right off the bat, we're going to steal the Death Proof, give that to our team. I keep saying steal. We don't actually take it away from them. We just also get it. And then we will go as hard into their MLF as we can until we stun their Wong, and we should be good to go. Just keep that gravy train going. Once we get to Nova, we'll hit Wong and then head right back to Morgan Le Fay. All right. Come on. Let me take a turn. You're not doing any damage anyways. Just let me take a turn. They're doing an exorbitant amount of nothing. There we go. Did get stuck behind the taunt, unfortunately, so speed was a bit of an issue, but so be it. I don't think we'll clear the taunt, but we'll at least daze him, and then he won't be pinging us back every time we touch him. You don't want to get pinged every time you touch your Wong. That's the moral of this story. All right, finally out from behind that, so that's good. Let's go for the Mort Le Fay. Sorry, redemptions are off while we're recording. I do apologize. I should have done that and tagged it. All right, 2099 is down. And nothing is happening. Okay, so he's got an evade, so we can't hit him, so we might as well go for her. Just go away. Can we just get rid of the Morgan Le Fay? Perfect. Okay. Let's get our charges back so they can't touch us. Doesn't feel like it should be that hard of a fight, and yet it's taking a lot longer than it should. Probably for amount of like hitting the wrong person when we're supposed to be. That's got evade. Let's not hit that. But like we're punching down pretty heavily and just not doing the kind of damage I was hoping we would be. There we go. Okay, he's gone. Probably should go for him. Holy cow, that did more than I thought it was going to. Not gonna lie there. Okay, now they're starting to fall apart. Finally. It's gonna hurt our efficiency, but a win is a win, and I'll take it. Perfect. All right, moving on. Round number 2. What's up, Benny? How you doing? Good to see you, Emma. Sorry, quite a bit going on while I was away. Here, let's do this. Redemptions are off. Redemptions are off. Boop. And then we'll pin that for now. Beautiful. All right. Let's see. Definitely don't want to get stuck behind his Wong. Stun Quicksilver. Whoops. Miss your old friend depends on your kink. VPI, what's good, brother? 50 points. Chilling, all good, except trying to figure out new CC. Haha, hope you're well. Always leave plenty on offense for new season. Redemptions are off. We're still trying to figure it out ourselves, let's be honest. We did pretty well. Well, we won the first round. I think we've got a decent plan for the second round, but we'll see. It could all fall apart, to be honest. For this one, we're going to go with Cabal. And we're going to bring in Zemo. Actually, let's just grab that. It's not quite the right composition, but we can grab it from here. Zemo and North Star is what we're going to go with here. North Star to clear the revives, Zemo to get us a bit of speed, and then just the Cabal to actually murder everybody. We didn't have quite this same team. We didn't have quite the same room, but we did this earlier, and it did work out quite well. Don't imagine that's going to change anything too drastically. All right, earlier in the day, we did this same fight. Different room, a little bit different composition of their team, but it did work out really, really well. We're going to try it again. We've got North Star here to take out their regenerations. All right, we're going to try the same thing we tried earlier. Now, it's a little bit of a different team, and it's in a different room, but overall, it's basically the same fight. We're going to have North Star here to get rid of their regeneration. Zemo's here to make our team go a little bit faster, and the Cabal is here to do all the actual damage. We're going to focus mostly on, obviously, their old man Logan, and then if we can get rid of him, the rest of the team will absolutely fall apart. But we have enough attacks that attack everybody that we're probably going to kill some people along the way just for being close to him. Let's jump into it and make this happen. I forget who I saw do it first, like putting Red Skull in last spot for speed up team. Red Skull's not bad if they didn't have the Dormammu. That's who you would usually use as the two Hydra members. It does nicely speed up the team. But we don't want Old Man Logan to have revive right off the bat, as that'll just make it a little bit harder. Then he can give himself a revive, and it just turns into a bit of a nightmare. So clearing the revive on all of them, even though some of them have natural revives because of Old Man Logan, still feels like the right way to go. At least it worked earlier, so we'll see. Something about her just feels off. Like, she just doesn't look like an evil robot. She looks like she's having fun. You know what I mean? All right, so first thing we're going to do is... Oh, I don't really want to hit Logan if I don't have to. So I guess we'll go for the Panda Bear. We'll go nice and fast. This won't really do too much, but hopefully it'll get a critical off or so, get our team a little bit of extra speed. Here's the one we actually want. If we can do this, get rid of all of their revives, maybe even apply the blind, that would be pretty brilliant. Didn't get quite what we were hoping for there, but still feel pretty good about it. Unfortunately, Deadpool does still have a revive on him, but honestly, that's not the end of the world. Getting it off Old Man Logan's one we really wanted to have happen. And that's why, because no Old Man Logan and the rest of this team absolutely falls apart. Let's just smash them real hard and go on to the next room. Boom. Deadpool did have the revive. Again, doesn't really matter. Pandapool will go... Pandapool revives with Deadpool, doesn't he? Or at least he has a percentage chance to. Oh, well. I don't imagine this is going to go for too much longer. But it is unfortunate that he did get the revive regardless. Oh, he did get the kill on. That's going to be a couple of points in their favor. Can we focus on? We cannot. Okay. So we have to focus on Pandapool. Didn't really do all that much. There we go. Okay. No Deadpool should mean no revive for Pandapool. And we're moving on. Took a little bit longer than it initially felt like it would, but considering there was an Old Man Logan there, not bad. Not a bad fight at all. I started an XA Ruby All-Star Alliance. We reunited. Cool. How's everybody else's Season 10 Cosmic Crucible going so far? I'm feeling pretty good about it so far, all things considered. I want to test this out. I think this should work out. 50,202 in round one. That's amazing. Opponent dropped 3 rooms. That's a great score. Nice, that worked. Okay. First opponent didn't attack, so good. Hey, you're 1-0. Good job, Digger. Scopely matched me with a bunch of 65 and 70 million players. How high are you, Windstorm? Is that a huge punch up or a huge punch down? There's somebody in my bracket right now who is almost double my TCP. So that's cool. You're only 55? Okay, so if you're 55 and they're punching you with 65s and 70s, that's actually not terrible. Like, that's a pretty reasonable punch up. And generally speaking, if they're putting you against people that are higher than you, that means you're winning fairly consistently. So that's also pretty decent. Now, maybe that's changing a little bit. I feel like the landscape has changed in the last, 2 months or so, where that's less true. But there was a long time where if you were getting paired with people higher than you, that meant you were doing really, really well. Now it kind of feels like to me personally, I have no existential data on this. This is just my own feelings. It almost feels like people are stopped playing the game or something, so their accounts are just falling more, but maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. Either way, 10 million punch up is not that bad. That's about normal. I was wondering if maybe you were punching up 30 million or down a bunch, but... All right. All right, so for room number 3, this is the really scary room. They've got the full Annihilators team. We're coming at this with Doom, Dormammu, Val, Omega Red, and Old Man Logan. This is the composition we used earlier today. Now, admittedly, earlier today, the team was exhausted when we tried this, but they also had a Super Skrull. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident in this. I realize it's a little bit of a hodgepodge that we're throwing here, but I think this should do okay. We'll have to see. We're still kind of in the testing phase of what to do on this room. If this works, I'll be really happy with it. If it doesn't, we can come in and clean it up, hopefully. I feel like with Old Man Logan and a Dormammu, we should last long enough to at least take out a few of their pieces, and we are punching down a little bit, so that's really nice for us. Fingers crossed. Let's see if it works. Wait! What are we waiting for, real life? It seems like one player per week hasn't adjusted to the Sunday start and misses their first attack. That's very possible. Last week, the first person, not that my opponent, but I faced him in round 2 and he didn't attack in the first round. I went to check his score and he had 0, and I was like, ooh, easy win? No, he played the second round. He just missed the first one. It's a combination of that, honestly. There are big TCP people who don't care about Crucible, and I get matched up against them. Oh, that's fair. Gore's going to take the revives off. All right, that's a fair point. Well, we can switch Logan. That's fair. Do any of the Annihilators give exposed? Or is he just completely ignoring the room and just... Surely one of them must. They don't? Interesting. Two Mongolia, 2 Dave streams in the best day. Best day ever. OG Diamond Dave streamed again too. Right at the end of my stream, I raided him and then he logged off. He's like, no, I was going to go raid you. Sorry, bud. Twitch rules. Now you have to stream for another hour. They don't give exposed. They can't get it either. Oh, okay. All right, give me 1 second. I want to go check this out real quick. Raw style. On death, gain 1 charge up to maximum 4 on spawn. Gain charge and bury yourself for 20% of the character's max health. Characters. On turn, this character's 4 more charge attacks. The level of attacks cap. Gain total. Okay. While this character has charged, this character cannot gain bleed. And then it's the ultimate that takes everything off. If any character has charged, fill this character's speed bar by 20. Attack all enemies for 220%. Clear all charge, defense up, evade, and revive once. Apply safeguard for 2 turns to all annihilator enemies. Clear all battlefield effects on the enemy's side. The attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. Attack primary target for 350%. Apply ability buff for 2 turns. Okay. Then where's Gladiator? On spawn, gain taunt, immunity, safeguard. Apply defense up for 2 turns. On any turn, if this character is below 50% health, heal self 5%. While this character drops, when this character drops below 50, 30 health, gain 2 regeneration. This character has 2 or more annihilators. When this character's health is 50 or more, this character and all allies cannot gain exposed or vulnerable. Okay, so we just need to get them below 50, and then we should be okay. I don't remember how big their guy was, but the team itself wasn't all that large. So Dorm's a good call because of Gore. So that makes sense that's not going to work out the way we want it to. First time this character drops below 50% health. Clear all negative effects on self and all annihilators. Attack all enemies. Why is this bar not working all of a sudden? There we go. Attack's unavoidable. Once per turn, when any enemy with exposed is attacked, generate one ability energy for one random ally or self that was not full energy. Ooh. So that's why they're good in this room. But if they don't give... Seriously, nobody gives exposed? That's weird. No, it's just the Annihilators. Nope, it is just the Annihilators team. So I still think the core of the team is okay. Maybe just switch Dorm for somebody else. And their gladiator's relatively small, so if we can hit him hard enough, fast enough, then we should be able to apply exposed. Yeah, same here. I've got them in 3 with Skrull. I don't have Thanos yet, but I've got these 3 with Super Skrull, and who's the 5th? I don't think it's Super... It's definitely not, because I've got him on offense. Who's my 5th? Who is my 5th? Oh, Black Knight. Because reasons. Why not? Got to put him somewhere. Okay. Gonna save Apocalypse if we can. I have Ares. I don't have him with an Awakened passive. I don't think. I sincerely doubt it. Now that I say that, I haven't actually touched him in a while, so... The hell? Weird. Don't know if I've seen that glitch before. Oh, it was the one you paid with cash? Okay. Then I definitely do not. Although, even then, I say that, but it's like, no, I buy battle passes. Like, it's... No. No, don't, not at all. Not even close. Oh, wait. Yeah, no. Working our way there. No, I do not. And without it, there's not much point in bringing him because it's just the getting rid of the safeguard that he'd be there for, right? So, my mercs aren't that big. Like, I think I've got more confidence in this than I've got in the mercs. It's just a matter of what I put with them. Kind of leaning Quicksilver. I don't really have a good reason for that. I'm just trying to think of what would be decent here. Do you want a pre-taunt to eat Ultimus's ult? Like a Sasquatch or something, just to stand there and take it? Good call, Corvus. Definitely get in on the Shadow Dimension if you can. I think mine resets at like 9 tomorrow morning, so I'm a little bit screwed. But if I can get it in sometime during work, I'll be happy. He's the only pre-taunt that I've got that might have a chance of surviving. He's not going to. He's going to die, but he's by far the biggest one. And then at least, yeah, Corvus, he's not hitting anybody else. But realistically, it's going to take a turn or two to get to him. Like we're going to have Gore go off instantly. I think he'll be the first one. I don't know. We might be really overthinking this. Kestrel, Quicksilver, Nova to add some damage. I'm using Kestrel and Nova somewhere else. We could put Quicksilver in there. Which is kind of what I was thinking originally. Just give us a bit of speed, but... Well, my gut was going to say Dormammu, so thank God I didn't go with my Quadet. That would have been bad, but oh well. All right, for room number 3, they've got the full Annihilators team. Now, we're going to go in here with a bit of a hodgepodge. We've got Old Man Logan, Val, Quicksilver, Omega Red, and Doom. Now, ideally, Doom survives long enough to take somebody on the ride. That'd be wonderful. Omega Red, nope. Old Man Logan is going to do a bunch of damage. Quicksilver's just going to try and go quickly. But realistically, we need to get their Gladiator down below 50% so that we can start putting Exposed on them and getting the double taps in. They have no way to give us any Exposed. It's a little interesting that they didn't put a Super Scroll or something on their side of the board. It is pure Annihilators. So we'll see how this goes. We are punching down a little bit, and I do like that, but this is such a new team, and they are honestly heavyweights, so this might go poorly for us, even though we are bigger than them. But with Old Man Logan on the team, I've got a little bit of confidence, so let's see if we can make this work. I see how it is. We're back to that. Are we real life? Nobody can see your chat anymore because you're on YouTube by yourself. We're on the wrong screen for it. All right, so their Val's probably going to go first. Yeah, and he's going to strip. And this is why we didn't bring in Dormammu, because that would have gotten rid of all of our regenerations anyways, or revives. So I'm going to go with the special here. He's got the clear and the immunity. Got some bleeds on some of the other characters, which is nice. We'll go with the special here as well. We got the revive on Wolverine, so he should be able to take a nice little beating there, so that's good. Now, just don't kill Dr. Doom. That was actually kind of perfect. That was actually very perfect. Here we go. All right. Taking Val and Quicksilver on the ride. Going to go into Gladiator a few times. Wolverine's just going to take a little pot shot here and there, and then kaboom! Not as kaboomy as I would have liked, but he's down below 50, so now we can start giving Exposed out if that's what we choose to do. Thanos does have an exposed, or not exposed, vulnerable on him, so the Striker here should hit him a few times. Love it. Everybody's still sticking around. I'm a little shocked that Doom is still here, to be perfectly honest. There, we gave Gore a vulnerable. Now we can hit him again. And Claws out. This should be well on its way to being game. Can take Gladiator with him. Nope, not quite Gladiator, but still feel pretty good about that. Quicksilver, forgot he was here, to be perfectly honest. He's going to delete their Thanos. And this is looking pretty darn good. This is why you put Super Skrull in here, my guy, because otherwise we just kind of run the table on you. All right, let's see if we can take out this Gladiator. And we should be good to move on to the next room. That might have been the wrong move. I might have wanted to heal there, but whatever. Stunned Gladiator or Dead Gladiator. Both are good. And Norinrad is the last one left. I don't like this costume he's got on him there. All right, perfect. One-shotted. Moving on. Their positioning with Endgame Thanos is ideal for you. We're having a party here on YouTube. The two of you? Nice. There's not many of you. You can get jackets. It's fine. God, I love Old Man Logan in this game. He's so good. Thanos behind Gladiator. All right. I'm pretty confident about how the rest of this goes. That was the biggest if. I mean, this could be bad for us, but honestly, I'm not too worried about it. Oh, speaking of which, while we got some people here, I just want to remind you that October 4th, I'm running a charity event. It's going to be my second annual anniversary event. It's my first year on Twitch, my second year on YouTube, and my 42nd year on Earth. Come on out. We're having a charity event. We're going to be raising money for the Alzheimer's Society of Canada. If you're willing to participate in that, donate some money. That'd be amazing. If you don't want to donate, but you just want to come and watch me do some stupid shit for 4 hours, that's good too. I said 4 hours, but realistically, it's going to be 4 hours minimum. The more you guys donate, the longer I'll stay on stream, up to a maximum of 24 hours. So save up some of your Amazon Primes, save up some money, come on out on October 4th and come support a good cause. All right, let's go into this with APOC and the other thing. Peace, real life. Good to see you. Appreciate you, bud. Gotta love when the opponent makes the easy mistakes. It's still early, so yeah, I appreciate them, but I'm sure they'll figure it out at some point. What room is this? 4? 4. Okay. For room number 4, they've got the classic MOE. Sorry, no, that's not true. That's what I got. For room number 4, they've got the classic words. Think of the words. Say the words. All right. For room number 4, they've got the classic Extreme X-Men with Rogue. So we're going to go with the classic Masters of Evil with Apocalypse. This usually works. I can't see a good reason why it's not going to this time. They've got a red Gear Tier 19 elf, but other than that, they don't have their Cyclops, so Forge shouldn't be able to go crazy even if we kill something. But we're going to try an ability block / kill Rogue, go heavy on Forge, and then just take the rest of the team out at our leisure. Let's get into it. Leisure? Leisure? Is that one of those words where they're both correct or they're both set just always sound wrong? I think it's fine. Aw, Ricky, thank you so much. You came over to the right place to hang out. Good for you. You found it. All right, so we're going to go first. We're going to go into their Rogue, apply the ability block so that she can't do her nonsense, and then we're going to go hard into Forge. The Rogue's actually fairly small. I'm surprised that didn't do a little bit more damage than it did. Interesting. Okay. So let's just go into Rogue then, since she's the only option now. That is going to mess with our game plan a little bit, actually, but not too badly. Go for Sunspot just because we can hit all 3 of them at that point. Maybe we should have gone for Forge just to get the ability block on them, but I do like hitting all 3 of them. Unfortunately, we can't target the person with the vulnerable or the person we want to, but this should still hit everybody for a significant amount of damage. Gambit is gone, which is great. Forge is no longer holding a gun. We scared it right out of his hand, but he's going to point that finger at us pretty menacingly. Is he going to get the revive off of that? I don't think that he will. He's going to go back into hiding, though, which is, again, just frustrating for us. But once our Apocalypse takes his turn, this should be pretty much over. We're just going to have to keep changing who we're hitting because they keep going into hiding on us. All right, perfect. He's got the vulnerable. He's got the Apocalypse ultimate. Didn't do a ton of damage, but this should pretty much get rid of him. There we go. Perfect. Forge isn't really doing a whole lot because they don't have the Cyclops on the team. I personally would keep Cyclops, get rid of Sunspot for that exact reason, but whatever. I'll take the easy win. Moving on to room number 5. When did his gun get so big? Probably when he got excited. No, sorry, that was awful. Don't laugh at that. Don't encourage that kind of behavior. That's not what this channel's all about. Or maybe that's exactly what this channel's all about. I can never remember. Oh god, am I getting tired and punchy? That's not good. Let the dad humor flow through you. Do we want Vulture or Trash Can? Or do we want both and get rid of Lizard? We might want both and get rid of Lizard. Forge got some special pills online. His mutant power is literally inventing shit. I'm sure he came up with some like robotic like prostate tickler that just does the job for him when he needs to. That's the dirtiest sentence I've said in a while. Let's clip that. Oh god. Lizard is significantly bigger than Trash Can, but the defense up is going to be good. And honestly, we don't really want his alt. I think we want to go. I think we want to go with this, and we'll switch out Lizard for Vulture. That way we get the speed, and then he'll flip everything. So we don't really want Lizard to clear everything. We'd rather have it flipped. I think we're in a better position here. Somebody just did something somewhere. Was that a YouTube subscriber? Nope, don't know what it was. Maybe somebody gave me a shout out. Who the fuck knows? The red light means something. They were delivered to his mansion in discreet packaging. All right, for room number 5, we've got the Spider Society along with Black Knight. Now, we're going to go into this with our Superior 6. We're bringing in Vulture instead of Lizard because we don't want to take away all of their positives. We want Green Goblin to flip all their positives into negatives. That'll be a lot better for us. So this should be a relatively easy fight. We're about the same power level. The Black Knight's the only part that's giving me pause here. But even with him, I think we're going to do okay here. Worst case scenario, we might back out, sack it, and then come back in with this team. But God, I hope we don't have to do that. I think we're going to be good. We're 6 people away from 500, guys. Can we make 500 happen tonight? That'd be pretty freaking amazing. I know most of the people here. I recognize most of your names, so I'm assuming most of you are already, following. But on the off chance, that'd be pretty great. Okay, so we are stuck behind the taunt with Black Knights. We're going to go with the Vulture. That will make things go a little bit, slow them down a little bit. That actually got rid of his taunt, which is great for us. It's not really going to change how this goes out, though, because we're going to, this doesn't give a Billy block or anything, right? This is just clear all barrier. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go into Peter B. Parker. Thank you very much for the follows, guys. I appreciate it, even though Corvus, I'm pretty sure that was a lie. Still greatly appreciated. Let's see. We'll get Pavitar first because his ultimate can actually do some serious damage to us. So we get the ability block on him, which is great. And then... Okay. Is this going to hit everybody? Attack primary target. Repeat this attack 1 time. Attack all enemies. I feel like I kind of want to attack all enemies. Because that might get rid of the Pavitar. Not Pavitar, Peter. Oh, yeah, that was the right call. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Feeling pretty good about how that just went. This should get rid of Penny. Now we just have a Black Knight. Now, Black Knight is a threat upon himself. I'm not going to lie about that. He did just delete our Vulture. So it's not like we won, but the fact that it's now a 5-on-1, I feel pretty good about that. Although it is very quickly becoming 4-on-1. How quickly is this going to become 3-on-1 to 2-on-1 to 1-on-1 to a loss? I don't know. We'll have to check this out. We are doing significant damage to him, but he is clapping back pretty hard. Is that... Nope, that's not going to do much. Trash Can just got bored and fell over. Come on, guys. It's down to 3-on-1. Can we make this happen? That's going to hurt. Oh, 2-on-1, 1-on-1. Good God, man. Come on. Don't make me come in here and clean it just for one guy. Now, he'll be exhausted. It'll be an easy fight, but I'd really like to just clean this in one hit. Can we do it? I don't think we can. I think we're going to die right there. Shoot. Okay. Easy cleanup, but not what I wanted to see. Yeah, Corvus just left and came back. Appreciate you. Steven made the same joke. Well, Axis, I appreciate you for following. You're awesome. Okay. We're going to go probably Pegasus into here, so let's just do the cleanup quickly. Two Diamond Black Knight does not mess around. Fuck it. Oop. I remember the days Twitch unfollowed you for me, you and ZKG, every time I left the stream. Yeah, I don't. It used to do that for a couple of people where they would like every time they found me, they're like, "Why aren't I following you?" I'm like, "I don't know. I remember you following me," but then I just get like a random notification from them. Surfer. Oh, thank you, Coulter. Appreciate you. We're 4 people away now. We're getting so close. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this cleanup really quickly. Usually I save the cleanups until the end, but I decided we might as well do this one now, just get it over with. I don't think the last stream is going to give us too many problems, so we're just throwing a ridiculous amount of weight at this guy. We've got Spider-Man to clear him and disrupt him. We've got Silver Surfer to take his charges away. We've got 2 characters that can stun him or ability block him, and one that takes all of his positives. I can't imagine this doesn't go well for us, especially considering he's exhausted and at half-life. So let's just get this over with, get on to 6, and then we'll move on with our day. Sup, BK? Good to see you, bud. Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. I swear I was following you already, but I guess not. That's exactly what we're talking about, Coulter. That's exactly what we're talking about. Twitch just every now and then is just like, nah, gone. So, like, it's so weird. Well, in a second. We'll get back to it. All right, so first off, we're going to hit the Disrupted, see if we can take away everything. We took away everything. So this should ability block him if it doesn't just straight up kill him. And then this should stun him, again, if it doesn't just straight up kill him. Absolutely overkill, but whatever, I'll take it. Overkill is underrated. Let's go on to the next room. Okay, so the weirdest thing is, I don't know, like for anybody who doesn't stream or put videos on YouTube, there's an app called YouTube Studio, and it'll show you like everything you need to know about your YouTube in one place, right? Like all the stuff about your channel. But I swear it lies to you half the time, because the amount of times where I will like I don't check it as often as I used to, but when I first started, I checked it often because like it'd be really exciting to be like, I gained another subscriber, yay! I mean, it still is to some extent, but it wasn't as much as it was back then. And so going into it, you'd get there and be like, oh, you're at like 502, woohoo! And all of a sudden you'd be at like 501. You'd be like, what? Somebody left? Oh, and then like 5 minutes later, go back to 502, and then back to 501, and then 503, and back to 502. And it's just like, what the hell's going on? Like, there's no way I'm getting this much back and forth activity. It's just the app itself can't quite get the information properly. Feels like it kind of does the same thing with Twitch, where it just kind of like forgets that people are signed up or just like gives you the wrong information every then. Thanks so much, Lieutenant Dan. Appreciate that. That should put us at what, 3? 3 away? Not bad at all. And hey, another Dan in the chat. Always love to see it. Welcome to the Dandy Caps, which I just realized Lieutenant Dan legitimately is. Tasteless joke? Probably. It's what I do. All right. I'm going to go into this with Pegasus. I don't know Ares Kit well enough. Not sure if he's going to... Definitely not my alt. I was wondering, I'm not going to lie, but I was like, whatevs. Still gets me to 500. I mean, I'd prefer it if they were active, real people as opposed to dead accounts, but whatever. He ain't got no legs. This is my friend, Lieutenant Dan. It actually wasn't terrible, but needs refining. There's probably going to be a lot of really, really bad attempts at accents and stuff like that on the October 4th, so you're going to want to show up for the cringe factor, if nothing else. It's my ZKG account. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, for room number... Interesting, because they're going to have... I mean, they're all really small, so we're probably going to one-shot a bunch of them, but they're all going to have safeguard and stuff like that. So they're going to do their ultimates and whatnot, not get the negatives from this room. I don't think it's going to matter. They're so small. Spider Society to DD7 City? Fuck yeah. Now, it's going to be a lot of the same pieces, so you're going to have a hard time getting all the pieces you need, but they're amazing in Cosmic Crucible. They're good and they're amazing in War. They're really good in Dark Dimension 7. They're necessary in raids. Like, you're going to get a ton of value out of them. If you can bring them up, go for it. I brought up my Spider Superior 6, and I did it with them, and it worked. It absolutely worked. But if I had to do it again and I had the resources to do it, I would absolutely go Spider Society. All right, for room number 6, we're going to go into their Infinity Watch with Ares with our Pegasus team. Now, last season this worked incredibly well, but this is going to be a really interesting room because there's Infinity Watch isn't going to get a lot of the debuffs from the room itself. The room, whenever you do stuff, something negative happens. Now, the other side of that, the flip side of that, is their team is really, really small, so I'm kind of hoping that I can just crush them before the debuffs really matter to me. Like, Kestrel alone will probably just straight up kill 3 people, at least that's the hope. So I think this is going to go well for us. Even if we get a little bit of debuffs, it's not going to be that bad. We do have Rescue to kind of clear some stuff. Kestrel clears some stuff on herself. I think this is going to be pretty simple. Now, I'm not entirely sure what Ares is going to bring to the table. Yeah, he is gear tier 18. He's relatively built, albeit really low on stars, so he is still fairly small. We'll have to see, but let's go. Alpha Flight Global? Absolutely not. Who's doing that? El Jefe did that, and he said it's taken him a long time. And Alpha Flight's not really good anywhere else. You're not going to get a ton of value from them. Like, they're in the Spotlight raid, and that's kind of it. Like, even on War Defense, they're not living up to their name. I did Cabal, and I'm not highly recommending them as DD7 because they weren't great in DD7, but they're so good in Cosmic Crucible that I knew I wanted them as high as possible anyways. So my Cabal are gear tier 19, 3 diamonds each. Took a while to get through Global, but they're so good out of these places. So I can't speak ill of them, despite the fact that that wasn't their strongest fight. Anyway, sorry, give me 1 second. All right, so they got a couple of attacks in. We're going to go with our Kestrel into their Gamora, see what we can do here. And yeah, that took out their Nebula instantly. So she does have the revive, honestly, but who cares? Let's go here. This should hit everybody anyways, which should kill. Oh, didn't get Gamora on the first try, but that's not too bad. Nebula's almost dead already for the second time. Can we just kill? Oh, she's got a death proof, I guess. We're not going to get the kill in on her, so maybe we'll just give ourselves the revives. It seems kind of waste. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I'm actually going to... Let's go here. There we go. Okay, Gamora down for the first time. She came back, but that's fine. This should get rid of Nebula, although she does have death proof. All right, got rid of the Phylavel. Yeah, so this fight's going incredibly well for us. As we predicted, we're just too big for them. And honestly, we haven't even really received any of the negatives that I would have thought we would have gotten. So we're in pretty great shape. There we go. Just delteated. Oh, whoops. That should have just been an attack. That's going to cost me 1 turn, but oh well. There we go. All right, full clear. I think we did... Oh, no, we lost 1 fight. Other than that, full clear. So let's go check our score, see if he's attacked already, and see how we did. Sentinel team is global. Ooh, that would make the most sense, but I don't know that off the top of my head. All right, 49,753. Not the best score, but pretty darn good. Let's see if Mick is attacked. Not yet. Okay. Disappointing. All right, so that's... All right, so a score of 49,753 is pretty decent. His score of 0, if he keeps it at that, will be amazing for us, but we know that he won't. Check the comments down below. As soon as he gets his attack in, I'll leave the score there so you can see whether we won or not. Unfortunately, I'm going to be busy the rest of the week, so we're not going to be able to record our 3rd day, or it's very unlikely we'll be able to record our 3rd attack. I'll leave the comments down below if I win or lose on the 3rd one, let you know how we did this week. But I think there's a really good chance that we just went 2-0. So that's awesome. We record this live over at twitch.tv/The Show. So head over there and join us. The chat is absolutely wild today, so it's been a lot of fun. Or if you made it this far in the video, you probably enjoyed it. Consider hitting the like button, as it does help out the channel. Leave a comment for engagement. Again, helps out quite a bit. And if you want to see more great content like this, hit the subscribe. Yeah. And if you want to see more great content like this, hit the subscribe button. That's the best way to keep in touch with the channel. Until next time, folks, I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. And good luck to you. All right. Redemptions are back. Woo! Redemptions are back. Unpin. There we go. No, unpin right now. There we go. Headphones turn themselves off and stop the recording. What's up, Sharky? How you doing? All right. I watched the Infinity Watch with Mephisto in room 6 was small. Ooh. I mean, any Mephisto is bad, but that sounds terrifying. Cabal just takes a little bit to get moving. Yeah, there were days where Cabal did phenomenal in DD7, and there were days where they, like, you're just on a build-up phase. Like, you're just literally, like, basicking and dying. Now, Black Knight, I would not bring to DD7. I thought he would do really well. He got one shot every goddamn time. It was awful. I did Cabal with Black Knight and Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler was fine. Black Knight was lame. Cabal was good. Like, when Cabal hit, they hit hard. Now, admittedly, I did just say I got 3 diamonds on all of them. So my Cabal is, like, as big as they can possibly get. If you're not willing to commit that level to them, they might not do as well. But again, like, I use them 3 times a week in Cosmic Crucible at least. They felt like they were the best thing to do at the time. And so far, like, we're in Cosmic at the moment. We just got into Cosmic this morning. And we're using this. Gore, Kang, Eternals, and Vol. We damn near one-shot the first node. Like, I think we had to go back and clear, like, 2 people or something. And then we're probably, like, halfway through the second node or something, or... Okay, not nearly halfway. Never mind. Barely into the second node, but still, for one day, that's not bad. So I imagine we'll get through that fairly quickly. And then for Legendary, what are we looking at for Legendary? We got a couple Legendaries ready to go, and a couple that are going to take a while. And then these guys, yeah, global. So yes, Orcus is global. So Rogue, Nova, and Green Goblin are all options. Green Goblin's pretty much, that's not true. Green Goblin's pretty much happening. Like, Green Goblin's a definite, and then it's either going to be Rogue or Nova. Nova's the better choice. Rogue is cheaper. And I mean, we do use Rogue pretty daily in Cosmic Crucible, so be it. And then Old Man Logan's already ready to go, and Black Cat's already ready to go. Do I have a third? Oh, yeah, and Omega Red's already to go. So I got 3 ready to go, and 2 getting close. So hopefully, I mean, we're going to get through Cosmic really quickly, so we probably won't, like, go straight from Cosmic to Legendary and be good to go, but hopefully, fingers crossed. And then as far as Mystic goes, we've already got Apocalypse, Super Skrull, and this guy's getting close. Or Mythic, I guess. This guy's close. Apocalypse is already there. Super Skrull's already there. I think that's it. I don't think Dormammu, Dorm, any of those other people are pretty close. Is she Mythic? She is Mythic. Ooh. That's tempting. I do like me some Kestrel. Is Extreme good in Dark Dimension 7? I think so. It's going to be the same problem where, because they're all mutants, you're going to have to do a lot of the exact same stuff. So yeah, they're going to be phenomenal, except for the fact that you're going to have so much mutant gear. Ooh, damn, we could actually do both these pieces? Oh. Well, shit. Cool. All right, I guess we got to do some wars. Although we also can't stay up super late. It's already 11. Ooh, I got to get some editing done. I got to get that video ready. Because the next 3 days... Yeah, the next 3 days, I'm doing 12-hour shifts at work, and I've got a 1-hour commute, so I'm essentially out of the house for 14 hours every day. And then Thursday, we're doing our rating with Will and Brian at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit that follow button if you want to check out more of that. So I really don't have time to make another video, and I won't have time to edit this video unless I do it pretty much right now. So I need to get my war attacks in at some point, but I got to get that video made. So I'm going to. I was going to say I'd raid out, but no, screw that. I'm not going to raid you guys out, but if you guys want to take off and go watch somebody who's actually playing the game, I totally understand, but I think I'm going to edit and just kind of hang out with chat while I do so. It doesn't take long to edit these videos because you're basically just like trimming the fat, but if you take off, I totally understand. Appreciate you. Love you guys. We'll catch you on Friday for the blog, Saturday for nonsense. Actually, I have Friday off. And Space Marine 2 comes out. So there's an incredibly good chance I'm going to spend most of Friday playing Space Marine 2. If you're interested in that whatsoever, feel free to hit the follow button. Come join the channel. If you're like, I don't care at all about that, that's fine too. I totally understand. But that's the plan for Friday. We will do the weekly blog. And then Saturday we do, random nonsense. So there's that. Let's add a file. They can take Sentinels to DD7. Fuck it. I haven't seen the video yet, but what's his name? Dorky Dad just did a video, and the title of the video is Orcus is Trash. And I think he was saying essentially like they're just a raid team. So I would heavily consider watching that video before you start building up. Now, admittedly, it's going to take you a while to build up the Sentinels. They're not even out yet, but check that video out. I only going by the title. Maybe it's pure clickbait. That's possible. In which case, I guess it didn't work because I didn't click it. Oh, well. G6, honestly, I felt Rogue was a good decision. Is Extreme good in Dark Dimension Zone? So I only have 10 minutes. Wrap up, intro, outro, and clips left now. Wife called me to bed. Aw. That's sad and hot. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for getting so close to getting that one done. XTX is the only team that has one-shot DD7, XTX, and XTX Black Knight. I didn't know they've one-shotted. That's amazing. Because I definitely did not come anywhere close to that with the team I used. It's fun watching the behind-the-scenes stuff. You know what? It's one of those... I don't really understand Twitch, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, I don't like watching people play video games. So it doesn't make sense to me that that's like there's an entire fucking, I was going to say culture. That's not the right word. Industry behind that. I love that there is. It's super fun for me because I get people to hang out with while I'm doing stuff. So that's cool. But like I've seen Dorky and people like that do stuff like editing on screen. And a part of my brain is like, why would anybody watch that? But people do en masse. As you say, it's fun to watch the behind the scenes stuff. So it's like, okay, I again, my brain doesn't get it, but that's cool. I love that it's a thing. I'm going to turn the music off for me. You guys can keep listening to it. Or let me know and we can just turn it off entirely, but I'm going to want to listen to what I'm actually trying to edit. Dorky Dad is clickbait. Yes, I know I use this crappy old editing software, but it's what I'm used to, and I don't want to take the time to learn the new ones. I know that I could make better videos if I had like DaVinci Code or something. DaVinci Code? DaVinci Resolve, but... I'm also trying to make a clips. Like, you know how Run 7 used to have that like opening intro where you had all like the best sound clips and stuff like that? I'm trying to do that, but I just hate watching my own streams. So it's taking a long time. So there's so much stuff to cut. It's funny because these videos are like 2 hours long, and then by the time I'm done editing, they're like 20 minutes. Like, it's just like, leave it all on the cutting room floor. Back to work. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate you, Access. Thanks for hanging out. Interesting. I had no idea Corvus. I'm gonna have to go check that out. Actually, I can check that out literally right now. All right. So we go here. Go to the node. Whoops. Interesting. You learn something new every day. So 275.9, that would be like, how do you know if that's, it's the fact that it's the same for a bunch of people. I'm assuming that's a one shot. I mean, they've got a Dark Dimension character. Are there any nodes that haven't been one shot? Like, how would you tell? How would you tell how much damage it actually takes? Oh, I see. Okay, so it tells you 27.99 million is how much power it is. Nope, that doesn't make sense. Huh. So what's this number? Oh, there we go. Okay, so 420. No, that doesn't make sense either. Are they over damaging by that much? That doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Finished X-Men 97? Oh, a long time ago. Loved that show. But have to assume it would have a number difference. They've all been one shot. Yeah. Because of heals and such. Oh, fair point. Fair point. But that's a lot. Like 27 million up to 500 million. That's a huge like, that's a lot of healing. Oh, well. Anyways. So ready for season 2? Oh my god, yeah. It's gonna be a while, I think. Like, I don't imagine season 2's coming out anytime soon. Get rid of all of that. Actually, we need to go and grab our transition. What the hell? Why is that weird? Why are there 3 sound files? All right. Delete that. Those both go up here, and then we'll grab that and copy. Paste. Yeah, because season 1 ends with kind of like a Age of Apocalypse cliffhanger, right? To be honest, I don't pay very much attention to DC. Like, I like Batman well enough, but that's pretty much it. The only stuff I really hear about DC is I watch a YouTube channel called Comic Pop. I used to watch Absolutely, but unfortunately one of the guys died, and they haven't really done a whole lot since then. So Comic Pop has a show once a week where they go over like new comics coming out, and I'll kind of have that on the background while I'm driving or something like that. That's kind of the only way I would ever hear about something from DC. So no, I'm not sure what their new comic initiative is. Yeah, I'm interested if you can fill me in a little bit. Oh, you guys can't hear this. Huh? to our team. I keep saying steal. We don't actually take it away from them. We just... All right, so... Whoops. No. Away from them, we just also get it. This fight specifically, you're going to be able to really tell that I was still waking up. Like, look, there's a lot of sections where there's just no voices. Did get stuck behind the taunt, unfortunately. Hopefully the stream gets better after that, but it's unfortunate that's the first one. Look at this. Look at this. 18 seconds of dead fucking air. And if you think I wasn't in my head beating myself up for the fact that I wasn't saying anything, you're absolutely wrong. Finally, redemptions
just
are all
sitting there kind of like have anything to say. Have literally anything to say. Come on, Dan. You got this. Nope.
All right, 2099 is down. And
oh my god, there's nothing happening during this fight.
Just get rid of the Morgan Le Fay. Perfect. Okay. Doesn't feel like it should be that hard of a... That's the kind of damage I was hoping on. That did more than fall apart. Fine. Perfect. All right. Moving on. Round number 2.
Just an absolutely painful amount of dead air for not even that interesting of a fight. The Justice League is back.
We're still trying to figure it out ourselves. Let's be honest.
Legit didn't know the Justice League left.
Well, we won.
Like classic Justice League, like the Trinity and Aquaman and whatnot.
We didn't have quite this same team. We didn't have quite. All right. Earlier in the day, we did this same fight, different room, a little bit. All right. We're gonna try the same. I have to assume. Wait. All right, we're gonna try the same thing we tried
very
earlier.
loud.
Now it's a little bit of a. Let's make that a lot quieter. And round number 2. All right, we're gonna try the same.
Much better. Okay.
All right, we're gonna try the same thing we tried earlier. Now it's a little bit of a different team and it's in a different room, but overall it's basically the same fight. We're gonna have North Star here to get rid of their regeneration. Zemo's here to make our team go a little bit faster, and then Cabal's here to do all the actual damage. We're going to focus mostly on, obviously, their old man Logan, and then if we can get rid of him, the rest of the team will absolutely fall apart. But we have enough attacks that attack everybody that we're probably going to kill some people along the way just for being close to him. Let's jump into it and make this happen. I forget who I saw do it first, like putting Red Skull in last spot for speed up team. Red Skull's not bad if they didn't have the Dormammu. That's who you would usually use to happen.
We'll have a rotating memory every arc. They're called the Justice League Unlimited.
I forget who I saw do it first, like putting.
So I keep the main cast of character and then just kind of change it.
We don't want self. At least it worked earlier.
Do you think the story will revive around whoever they're revolving in?
Something about her just feels off. Like she just doesn't. All right, so
because it'd be kind of weird if they rotated it. Like let's say they kept Superman and rotated Green Lantern for Red Tornado, but then it was still a Superman story. It'd be kind of like, that's weird. Why would you bother?
Some people along the way just for being close to him. Let's jump into it and make this happen. All right, so first
I gotta get a better fucking line for that.
Oh, I don't really want to hit Logan if I getting in the room. I don't imagine this is going to go. Okay, so we have to focus on Panda all that much.
Scott Snyder is saying Darkseid will be back in position of the big bad.
There we go. Okay. No death longer than it initially felt like it would, but considering there was an old man Logan there, not bad. Not a bad fight at all.
Okay, okay, Scott Snyder's the writer, right? Zack Snyder's the director? Yeah, okay. For a second there you had me, I was like, Zack Snyder has nothing to do with the Justice League anymore, and like, thank God. But yeah, okay, Scott Snyder, he did like the Batman during the New 52, right? He's actually pretty good. Him and Greg Pakula, I think,
10
was the artist.
Feeling pretty good about 50,202.
I haven't read a ton of that arc, but the
how high are you, Windstorm? Is that a huge punch up or a huge punch down?
Turn that down. You guys can still hear it, but it's not so much.
Right now, who is almost double my TCP? You're only
Like I didn't read a ton of the Batman New 52 stuff, but City of Owls, Court of Owls, whatever that was, like the first one, that was a good freaking book. Like where he's in the maze and going crazy, and you have to actually like turn the book in all multiple angles, which sounds really cheesy, but like actually doing it is like, this is insane, and you're like, oh, that's kind of the point. Duh. Whoops. Shite. I've got more books from that run that I just haven't gone to. Like if you can see, this top row is all graphic novels. I haven't bought a monthly in forever, but I still buy graphic novels every now and then. But the problem is my backlog is just getting insane. So I'm reading book 1 of 5 of Age of Apocalypse and Planet Hulk right now. And I guess technically Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus number 2. Not like Peter Parker, the Miles Morales one. So I've got those 3 on the go, depending on what I'm doing or where I'm at in the house, and they're all really good. But I'm just like I'm buying comic books faster than I'm reading comic books, and it's becoming an issue. Snyder's the best Batman writer ever. I can't actually argue with that, but I also haven't run a ton of Batman, so
that's a pretty reasonable punch up. And maybe that's changing. Now it kind of feels like they're. All right, so for room number 3, this is the. We're coming at this with Doom, Dormammu.
No, this is when we changed, so we're gonna have to come back at this. This is gonna be a ton of time we can just cut off the video.
Oh, it was the one you paid with cash? Okay.
Yeah, Greg Capullo is also a very talented artist. I really like his style.
Good call, Corvus. Definitely get in on. It's going to take a turn or two to get to him. Like, all right.
I mean, just the fact that I know his name kind of shows you how good of an artist is, because there's a ton of artists I have no idea what they're called. Like, there's a lot of times I'll read a book and leave and be like, I have no idea who wrote or drew that. I just liked it. So the fact that his name stands out is like, yeah, that shows you something. The other one I really like, and I totally understand his art style is not for everybody, and it's not like it's really good, but it's not like it's high quality. How do I word it? It's not realistic, but I think I have a nostalgia for it because he drew a lot when I was growing up. He drew a lot of X-Men stuff like that. I'm gonna get his name wrong, but it's like Mad Joe, like Joe Madrigal or Joe Mad just something. He did Battle Chasers. I don't know what his name is. Joe, I can Google it, I guess. What the hell? We're on a computer. Why not? Battle Chasers artist. Joe Madureira. Not Madrigal at all. Which makes sense, because I'm pretty sure that's the house from, or the family from Encanto. Let's see, what does his art look like? That's actually more video gamey. Where's the actual, like, comic book art? Like this stuff? Like, again, it's not realistic, but it's clearly not, realism isn't what he's going for. I really like it. And, like, he did, can I find his X-Men run at all? Again, it's probably more nostalgia than anything else. Joe Mad, yep, that's it. Joe Madureira, X-Men. Images. Like, it's like he's got 48 abs. Like, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever, and I don't care. I love it. Can you guys even see this? You're probably not even able to see this on the screen. You are. Oh yeah, you can. Okay, cool. I have such a love for this era of X-Men comics. Like, I had that comic for sure. That one is one of my favorite. It's a bad comic, but I just love it so much. It's not a bad comic. It's not like there's nothing to it. It's just it reminds me of my history. I love it. This one I had. That was a good book. Or at least it was an intriguing cover. I actually don't remember the book on that one. I just remember I had this one. I have no idea why. Can't put my finger on it. I really enjoyed this book. I actually picked it up a little while ago and reread it again. It's just basically Wolverine pops a claw into Sabretooth's brain. Sabretooth goes crazy, and like some of the X-Men start like nursing him back to health, thinking that Wolverine wronged him. But of course, he's got a healing factor, and he went back to his old ways and goes crazy. And it's Sabretooth versus Psylocke, which is an old rivalry and he just beats the shit out of her. It's just like, oh, it's bloody. Well, as bloody as comics could be in the 90s. They've got the full Annihilators team. Now we're going to go in here with a bit of a hodgepodge. We've got Old Man Logan, Val, Quicksilver, Omega Red, and Doom. Now, ideally, Doom, they have no way to give us any exposed. It's a little interesting that they didn't put a little bit of confidence, so let's see if we can make this work. Nobody can see your chat anymore because you're on YouTube by yourself. All right, so they're... Even the Spectre. It's funny, you said the Spectre, and my brain went to this guy in the background, which is clearly not his name. This is the Living Tribunal. But, like, does the Spectre kind of look like that? Like, kind of, like a hood, but not a lot of clothing? Kind of floats around. Is that, am I even remotely on the right track? Again, I'm not a big DC person. Yeah? Woo! Nailed it. All right. Oh, no, sorry. That's what we wanted to actually be there. Cut that. Get rid of this nonsense. Good to go. And play the fight. Hey, Diamond Dave, good to see you. You broke Twitter law earlier, or Twitch law, jackass. When somebody raids you, you have to stream for another hour. That's the law. You have to do it. Here I am bringing you like 8 people, and you're all like, nah, screw this. Table flip, leave. Hope your barbecue was good. Not as cool. We'd shoot Thanos, Bolonums, love it. Everybody's still sticking around. I gave Gore a vote. This take Gladiator with pretty darn good. This we can take out on to the next room. Might have been the wrong move. I might have Gladiator, but Norin Rad shotted. Moving on. Nice. Okay. Got that. Copy. They fought in Marvel versus DC. Wait. That's probably why I know him, to be honest. If I'm not lying. Marvel. I heard they're bringing that book back as an omnibus, and I honestly can't decide if that's a good idea or not. Like, for me personally. Because, like, the storyline was, like, thin as fuck, but I like the fact that they did it, and I kind of wish they would do it again. $200 for it on eBay, or on Amazon. I mean, that's Canadian, but that's still a hard pass. Marvel with an L versus DC fighters. I just saw the cover of the first issue of Marvel versus DC, which I had the whole run back in the day. Wow, that is a rough looking cover. It's not good. Also, the amalgams were fun. Not good, but fun. My wife makes the laws, friend. And I'm not breaking those. Good call. Good call. Okay, fair enough. I can't argue with that. They're positioning with endgame. All right. I'm pretty. Speaking of which, while we got some people here, I just want to remind you that October 4th, I'm running a charity event. It's going to be my 2nd annual anniversary event. It's my first year on Twitch, my 2nd year on YouTube, and my 42nd year on Earth. Come on out. We're having a charity event. We're going to be raising money for the Alzheimer's Society of Canada. If you're willing to participate in that, donate some money. That'd be amazing. If you don't want to donate, but you just want to come and watch me do some stupid shit for 4 hours, that's good too. I said 4 hours, but realistically, it's going to be 4 hours minimum. The more you guys donate, the longer I'll stay on stream, up to a maximum of 24 hours. So save up some of your Amazon Primes, save up some money, come on out on October 4th and come support a good cause. I played that entirely for you guys, just in case. For room number 4, they've got the classic MOE. Sorry, no. For room number 4, they've got the classic Extreme X-Men. Guess we're going to go like there. Get that. Gear Tier 9 with Rogue. So we're going to go with the classic Masters of Evil with Apocalypse. This usually works. I can't. How's it going, bro? Why it's not going to this time. Good to see you here. Red Gear Tier 19 Elf, but other than that, they don't have their Cyclops, so Forge shouldn't be able to go crazy even if we kill something. But we're going to try an ability block / kill Rogue, go heavy on Forge, and then just take the rest of the team out at our leisure. Let's get into it. Leisure?
4 a.m. Gross.
Is that one of leisure? Leisure? Is that one of those words where they're both correct or they're both just always sound wrong?
I'm gonna leave that in. Why not?
Aw, Ricky, thank you so much. You can't. Good for you. You found it. Note at our leisure. Let's get into it. Leisure? Leisure? All right, so we're going to go first.
Ciano's fault? Who's Cianos? And what did they do to you?
We're going to go into their rogue apply. Let's just go into rogue then. You win. Moving on to room number 5.
Shano, I guess, in Canada? Okay, who's Shano? There are a bunch of one-shot books in 96, 97, Marvel, DC, mash up their characters. Those were really meh. Yeah, those are the amalgam books. And yes, they weren't good, but they were fun, if that makes sense. Like,
no, sorry, that was awful. Don't laugh at. When did his gun get so big? Probably when he got excited. No, sorry, that was awful. Don't laugh at that. Don't encourage that kind of behavior. That's not what this channel's all about. Or maybe that's exactly what this channel's all about. I can never remember.
there we go. Dark Claw was a mashup of Wolverine and Batman. Yeah, there was. I mean, I that was the only one that I had back then. I listened to Comic Pop and they went over a couple of them and they all sound just equally bad.
Or we want both and get rid of Lizard. He came up with a robot tickler that just does the job for bigger than trash can. This and we'll switch out Lizard from clear everything. We'd rather have it flipped. I think subscriber. All right, for room number 5. Moving on to room number 5. All right, for room number 5, we've got these.
I'm not surprised that they're not worth anything because I'm sure they sold a ton of those back in the 90s and nobody cares. You know what I mean? So, like, everybody that wants a copy has a copy. And anybody born after 90, well, probably like 89, couldn't give a shit. So, like, the fact that bringing out this omnibus is interesting to me because, like, how many people care enough to pick it up? I will see. If it was like $80, maybe, but $195, fuck off. It's not happening.
Spider Society along with Black Knight. Now we're going to go into this with our Superior 6. We're bringing in Voltron instead of Lizard because we don't want to take away all of their positives. We want Green Goblin to flip all their positives into negatives. That'll be a lot better for us. So this should be a relatively easy fight. We're about the same power level. The Black Knight's the only part that's giving me pause here. But even with him, I think we're going to do okay here. Worst case scenario, we might back out, sack it, and then come back in with this team. But God, I hope we don't have to do that. I think we're going to be good.
News update. We weren't good. Spoilers.
To make 500 happen, and I know most of the people here. I recognize most of you. Okay, so we.
I know it's weird because sitting here watching me edit a video, but there's still a bunch of you here. Again, we are 3 away from 500. So if you haven't already, I'm looking at you, Steven and Corvus. If you haven't already, feel free to hit that follow button. It'd be amazing to hit 500 tonight.
I appreciate it, even though Corvus, I'm pretty sure that was a lie. Is this going to hit? I feel like I kind of. How quickly is this going to make significant damage? Okay. Left and came back, but not what I wanted to see.
I didn't do nothing. You know what you did.
But not what I wanted to see.
Oh, thank you, Uber. 2 away.
What? Did we just become best friends?
That was weird. I've been messing around with some things. I didn't think that was something I messed around with, but we'll see. Again, thank you so much. That's amazing. As it says, your life just got better.
Left and came back. Appreciate you, Steve. We're gonna go probably. I remember the days Twitch unfollowed you. Got Spider-Man. All right, we're gonna go and do this clean.
All right, so let's throw that in.
All right, we're gonna go and do Spider-Man. So 501, you'd be like, what? Somebody left? Oh, and then like, I mean, it still is. Just check it as often as I used to, but when I first started, I checked there. It lies to you half the time. Like everything you need to know. Okay, so
Oops, too far.
it's so weird. Exactly what we're talking about. Hope you're. So let's just get this over with, get on to 6, and we'll move on with our day. Sup? Talking about. All right, so first off, doesn't just straight up kill him, and then this shit is underrated. Let's go on to the next room.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, what the hell's going on? Like, there's no way I'm getting this much. Feels like he kind of does the same, forgets that people are signed up, or just like gives you the role as opposed to dead accounts. But he ain't got no legs. Interesting, because they're gonna have. I mean, they're all really small. So, all right, for room number.
I think Sinistron was like Simon, Nimrod, Mr. Sinister, Brainiac, Ultron, some shit. What? Like, is that one of the characters from the Amalgam? I don't think they did anything that was like 9 characters in one. It might have been like 2 of those characters, but.
Right, for room number 6, we're gonna go in this room. All right, for room number 6, we're gonna go into their Infinity Watch with Ares with our Pegasus team. Now, last season this worked incredibly well, but this is gonna be a really interesting room because there's crush them. So I think this is gonna go well for us. Some stuff on herself. I think this is gonna be pretty simple. Now, I'm not entirely sure what Ares is going to bring to the table. Yeah, he is geared to really low on stars, so he is still fairly small. We'll have to see, but let's go. And Alpha Flight's not really good anywhere else. You're not going to get a ton of value from them. Like, they're in the Spotlight raid, and that's kind of it. Like, Cabal, and I'm not 7, but they're so good in Cosmic Crucible. So my Cabal took a while to get through. They're so good out in these places. So, like I can't. All right, so they got a couple. But let's go. All right, so they got a couple of, and yeah, get more on the first try without. Yeah, so this, but pretty darn make the most. He's attacked already, and see how we did. The most sense, but I don't know that off the best score, but pretty darn good. All right, 49,000.
We're here.
All right, 49,753. Not the best score, but pretty darn good. Let's see if Mick is attacked. Not yet. Okay. Disappointing. All right, so that's. Good. Let's see if Mick is attacked. Not yet. Okay. All right, so a score of 49. Attacked. Not yet. Okay. All right, so a score of 49,753 is pretty decent. His score of 0, if he keeps it at that, will be amazing for us, but we know that he won't. Check the comments down below. As soon as he gets his attack in, I'll leave the score there so you can see whether we won or not. Unfortunately, I'm going to be busy the rest of the week, so we're not going to be able to record our 3rd day, or it's very unlikely we'll be able to record our 3rd attack. I'll leave the comments down below if I win or lose on the 3rd one, let you know how we did this week. But I think there's a really good chance that we just went 2-0. So that's awesome. We record this live over at twitch.tv/unpin. We were the.
I forgot that chair was sitting there. Oh well. Way too late now.
Head over there and join us. The chat is absolutely wild today, so it's been a lot of fun. Or if you made it this far in the video, you probably enjoyed it. Consider hitting the like button. Is it redemptions? Leave a. Leave a comment for engagement. Again, helps out quite a bit. And if you want to see more great content like this, hit the subscribe. Yeah. And if you want to see more great content like this, hit the subscribe. Yeah. Quite a bit. And if you want to see comment again helps out quite a bit. And if you want to see more great content like
It's actually a pretty damn good cut.
That's the best way to keep in touch with the
That
channel.
wasn't bad.
Until next time, folks, I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. And good luck to you.
All right. That goes there. And then where's the music? There's the music. Whoop.
Well, good luck to you.
Beautiful. Clip. Make it quieter.
Subscribe button. That's the best way to keep in touch with the channel.
Make it quieter.
Touch with the channel. Until next time, folks, I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. Hold one.
All right, let's save that. We're not done with it yet, but we can at least make sure it's saved. Season 10, week 2. No, week 1, day 2. Save it. We'll cut both of these. And open up. Actually, save it again. Go to our clips. As I said, we're just kind of working on this. Save that. I mean, it's pretty. Let's see if we can put this in somewhere that makes sense.
One take Dan, that's what they call me. When did his gun get so big?
That's not a bad opener. Very beginning. God, there's gonna be a lot of dick jokes. All right, let's see how that flows.
Old one take Dan, that's what they call me.
They say flowers will make your day, but getting fisted will make your whole week. Nah, get wrecked, nerd. I feel like I kind of want to watch the downfall of America. Hey, you're a turkey. How do we get you to take more shots? Money, motherfucker. Give me money. Sorry, that's awful. It's true, but it's awful. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. What a jerk I am for understanding that I don't understand their language as well as they do. I must be a prick. Wapo. Oh my God. How's it going, Mongoli? That's me. Fuck me. How's it going, Wapo? We're just gonna pretend that last one didn't happen. When did his gun get so big? Probably when he got excited. No, sorry, that was awful. Don't laugh at that. Don't encourage that kind of behavior. That's not what this channel's all about. Or maybe that's exactly what this channel's all about. I can never remember.
In each other's lap for this video, though.
Oh, come on. What happens if I just move my arm a little bit? See, this is why I play with myself at night. Well, now that I'm sitting in the middle, so I can go skiing.
Oh, good Lord.
So that haunts me to this day. When Run completely breaks during that, it gets me every fucking time. Like, he laughs a little bit at first, and then it's like he gets the joke, and then he just, like, falls apart, and it just kills me. All right, save that, and go back to the other one. Open project. We actually want to add another media file from raw. From raw? No, we saved it, didn't we? Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't. Oh, hey, super quickly, I just wanted to talk to you guys on Earth Rebash. Now what that... Oh, hey, really quickly, I just want to talk to you guys. On October the 4th, really quickly, I just want to talk to you guys. On October the 4th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be hosting my second annual Anna Birthday Bash.
Now, that's my first anniversary on Twitch, my second anniversary on YouTube, and my 42nd anniversary on this planet. So, we're going to be hosting a charity event for the Alzheimer's Society of Canada. So, come on over, bring your wallets, support the good cause. None of this money is going to me, it's entirely going to charity. It's going to be a 4-hour stream, but the more you donate, the longer the stream is going to go on for, up to a maximum of 24 hours. So if you want to come over, hang out, whatever, that's going to be at twitch.tv/The Monguli Show. I don't think it's going to be on YouTube, or at least not as it's airing live. We'll see. As of right now, though, it will be on twitch.tv, so head over there and hit the follow button if you want to check that out. I promise you do. There's going to be a lot of shenanigans, a lot of fun times. Come on over, support a good cause, hang out with me, all good stuff. Back to the match. Okay, so we're going to copy that, delete it. We'll go back to like the second match or something like that. Way back. All right. There. Oop. Copy that. There we go. Back to the match. All right, we're going to try the same thing we tried earlier. Now, it's a little bit of a different team, and it's in a different room, but overall,
Let's
it's basically
save
the same.
that. We're done here. I guess I should write down the timestamps. Oh, I forgot to do that in the other video. Okay, I'll have to do that for the other video as well. So, this is room number 2 at 6:25. So, intro will be 0. Room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4, room 5 again, and room 6. So room 2 is 6:25. What's room number 1? Symbiotic Robot Lobo would have been sweet. That would have been cool. I guess we'll have the ad, because why not? Yeah, okay. Ad. 5:32. That's not bad. The ad's less than a minute. That's good. I made one the other day, and it was just long and dry, and you could tell my heart wasn't in it. And it was just like, that's lame. I don't like that. So I had to make another one. Not that that one's like amazing or anything, but at least it's a little bit more personal, and we'll have more information about the event as the event gets closer. What event? Good question. Glad you asked. On October the 4th, we're going to be hosting my second annual anniversary bash, in which we'll be running a charity event for Alzheimer's Society of Canada. So feel free to come on out. It's going to be a 4-hour event to start, but the more you donate, the longer it's going to go, and there's going to be a lot of shenanigans and stupidity going on. But for all, no drinking. Because quite frankly, I don't think I can handle being drunk at 2 in the morning without passing out. But also, I don't want to turn people off. And it seems like more people will be turned off than on by alcohol. Giggity. So it's just easier to say no. Wait, am I still recording? Oh, I'm still streaming. Duh. I just saw the red dot on one of my logos. I'm like, what the hell? I'm literally doing a spiel to you guys, and I got confused because I was streaming. That's some quality content right there. I can tell why you guys come to hang out with the Mongula Show. $13, $16. 13, 16. There's also going to be something called the Absolute Universe. I'm assuming that's like their version of Ultimate. So that's the defeat. $16.53. And then outro. $19.21. Check out the MSF screenshots you just sent. Absolutely, I will, Jacob. I brought up Discord, and it was absolutely not what I was anticipating it being. Not the screenshot you sent me, just other things. It was like, what the fuck? What, pray tell, are we looking at? Just your roster in general?
Your Black Knight's actually not that far off from mine. Oh, no, that's a lie. Never mind. Sorry. I was looking at the stats and thinking Old Man Logan, not Black Knight. Your Thanos is pretty much where mine's at. I think your Thanos is actually a little higher than mine, which is to say you're closer to getting him than I am. Which is sad. You hit 100, right? Yeah, you must have. Some of these guys are 100. All right, so let's export this at the highest of qualities. And then we'll just wait for that to happen. All right. What can we do while we kill time? Make the thumbnail? Sounds good. Good call, guys. Appreciate you. Glad you're all here for me. All right. Boop. But we can turn the music back on now that we're not editing. Can we? Can we turn the music back on? Why did that not turn on? Music! Oh, right, because I muted it for myself. You guys have had music this whole time. I wonder what you think. Silence feels so old. If it's worth it. All right. What did we see? Nothing really gave us pause. We kind of just ran through everything. I don't think there was anything terribly interesting. I mean, Ares on defense was something we haven't seen before, but I don't know if that was that wasn't really good. It was just kind of there. DD7 close? Were you? Am I crazy? I don't see anything red. Oh, okay. So you got Kang 1 away. You got Omega, Apocalypse 1 away. Icarus 1 away. Vulture 1 away. Okay, fair enough. Cersei's 2 away. Oh my God, Jake, we went into Cosmic for the first time today. It's so much easier than Global. Holy shit. Like, we almost one-shot the first node, and then we started pinging into the second node, and I guess we're only like 15 minutes away. We can try Dark Dimension again. But it went really well. Your Old Man Logan needs some love, but good on you. Good on you for getting so close. Wait a second. You're talking about going into Dark Dimension 7. Where the fuck is your Super Skrull? Oh, there he is. Okay. Never mind. Different screen. Gear tier. Oh, you've already got Super Skrull. Oh, you've already got a couple of Gear tier 19s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at me not paying attention. Okay, so you're only like one piece away from getting APOC in, and then you're good to go. Never mind. Look at me being dismissive without actually looking at what I'm looking at. Well done. What are we doing for this thumbnail? What did we fight? We really didn't fight anything terribly exciting. I mean, we could go full fucking clickbait. That'd actually be kind of funny. Ares answer to Cosmic Crucible. Whoop, spell it right. And then it'll just be like, halfway through the video, like, nope. That's way too long of a title. You need to shut that down or something. Like, maybe just like, is Ares the answer? Spoiler alert. No, he's not. 60 Cosmic Dust, and I can start with Icky if Apocalypse doesn't get 14 more mutant gear. Icky? Oh, Icarus. Clickbait's always the way. Real T-Dub, good to see you, bud. Never see you out this late. I'm never usually on this late. Never mind. That's my bad, not yours. How are you doing, bud? Usually I'm just like the sweet thing you think about in the shower in the morning. I'm not usually, the last thing you think about before bed. Working? What do you do that you're working at midnight? Or, I guess, time zones. Never mind. Do we go for the alliteration of is Ares the answer? Or is it like, is Ares the solution? I like solution better than answer, but the alliteration's kind of nice. And month cost type stuff? Okay. It's the beginning of the month. Solution. I kind of like that better. Me too, Jacob. Me too. Let's give him a bit of a background or a shadow just to make him look a little comic booky. And do we flip him? No, we do not. No, he's good being aloof. Indifferent to the question. Good enough? Good enough. Download. JPEG. Downloaded. Ares will be damn good. I mean, once you get into like 7 red, maybe. But at the 3 or 4 that I've got him, actually, you know what? I can't even say. I can't even say because I've never fucking touched him. Like, I've got him at like 4 yellow, 3 red or something, and I don't think I've played with him once. I think I bought like the first pass, and everybody was like, he's kind of trash. And I went, oh, okay. And I just dismissed him out of hand. Okay, let's get to YouTube. Ooh, can I upload while streaming? Interesting. Probably. I'm sure other people have done it. BK Lone, are you still here? Anthony, you still around? If you are, here's the video I was talking about. Not mine, Dorky's, but if you want to check that out after this stream, thank you very much. Go ahead and check that out. All right, let's upload. Let's put something on in the background so you're not looking at my boring ass wallpaper. And yes, for anybody wondering, my music taste is incredibly eclectic. It is all over the damn place. I believe the joke is I listen to all kinds of music. I'm polyamorous. Is it a bad joke? Absolutely. That's all you're going to get here. Don't expect high class. It doesn't happen. If it does, it's a special guest. Let's copy that one because that's the most recent. Who's our opponent? Mixie, right? Mick, just Mick. I got him to 85-16 solely for event campaign. They have running for him. The gear rewards, pretty nice. And is he working out well for you? Like, I honestly, I guess I have War on right now. I could go play him right now in War. But I think Dorky did a video and like he ran him with like 5 different teams, and every time he was just like, he doesn't add anything. Like he does literal nothing. I think that was on the test server at 5 yellow, 5 red. I could be wrong on that. All right, what are we naming this stupid thing? First off, let's upload the thumbnail because I've done that before where I forget to put the thumbnail on, and that's embarrassing. This is way too clickbait. I fucking hate this. The one time I used him as passive didn't even work. Well, that's pretty much why he's there, so that's not great. Come on, Mick. Come on, Mick. You got this. Get an attack in. Lose, but get an attack in. You just trying to make me look dorky? That's funny. I didn't actually mean because we're both Canadian. I just meant, because you were making fun of it earlier. Kind of a happy accident on that one. All right. What are we calling this? Oh, I hate coming up with titles. Easily my least favorite pillar of content creation. I didn't even realize it was out. I saw the first season. I never even watched the second season. How far? Like, did they drop everything, or are they doing weekly? I think on season 1 they did weekly, right? If so, how many weeks in are you? I'm not sure it's something I'm going to be partaking in, simply because I had a lot more free time when first season out than I do now. I didn't hate season 1 as much as most people did. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it as much as most people did. 3 episodes, then weekly? Okay. So you're done all 3? It's getting late. I'm getting tired. I'm running out of steam. I have no idea what to call this stupid video. Can Aries... No. I hate the clickbait. That's the problem. It doesn't feel authentic. Stranger isn't Sauron like I thought. I'm assuming you meant Saruman. And even then, I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. The big floaty eye dude. He's not? Interesting. Can Aries
stop us from from an easy win. That's a terrible title. No, wizard isn't Metalhead Wizard. What? I don't know my Lord of the Rings nearly well enough. What Saruman? No, Sauron. Sauron is the big metal dude, and Saruman is the wizard that Gandalf fights, right? Who creates orcs? Maybe? I don't fucking know. It's been too long. Marvel. Saruman, the White Wizard who turns evil. Okay. So who's Sauron? Or was that a typo? Could have been a typo. Typo. Gotcha. Okay. All right. It's not a great title, but it's a title and I'm tired, so it's done. We can always change it in post. Next. Monetize. Hells yes. Why not? Make that 10 cents. Make it make sense. Make it worth it. And we will schedule that. We've already got tomorrow's video, so we'll make this tomorrow's video, so we'll make it Wednesday's video for the 4th at 9 a.m. Beautiful. Scheduled. Scheduled? Cool. All right. It's almost midnight. I kind of want to just... I didn't know there were blue wizards. Oh, wow. Wow. YouTube's really far behind. Like, at least my streaming of YouTube is. It just now did the flag waving from when Windstorm redeemed that, I don't know, like 5 minutes ago. Whoop, whoop. You can't take off yet? No, I gotta wait. I got to. Like, it's so close. There he goes. Just watch reruns of my old shows. They're all on YouTube. Well, except for my stream earlier today because it got hit with a sound decliner or whatever the heck. Sound decliner? That's words. DC is a video Scott Snyder explaining the absolute universe? Okay. Do you have access to it? Do you want to send it to me? Because I'm lazy and I don't want to go looking and I'm using a weird voice. God, Hefe's a monster. He took up streaming like a banshee. Okay. Like a banshee? Is that a thing? Not terribly worried about most of these. Green Goblin's going to be a bit of an issue. We're going to suck behind these rogues, though. Won't let you send... Really? Oh, on YouTube, maybe. Okay. You're in my Discord. Send it to me in Discord. Or at least you were in my Discord. There was a time... That's funny that you did that at the exact time that I made the noise. It was like, wow, that's really loud. No, right, that's not me. Don't freeze. Hello? Okay. How's it going, Invader? Oh, Kang down. Okay.
Let's go for the one that's a little lower, see if we can get rid of her entirely. This could potentially bring back our Kang and do a decent amount of damage, which I'm very here for. Let's see if we do it to Green Goblin. Can we just erase him? Got rid of the Rogue. That's not nothing. Got rid of the Green Goblin. That's good. Are we bringing back him? Doesn't look like we are. Somebody must have taken him out so he can't come back. 1 CC versus a huge whale. Nice. We don't know how we did in Cosmic Crucible, but it's looking good for us. Not against a whale, though. Against somebody pretty much our size. But hey, a win's a win. I'll take it. How massive of a punch-up were you looking at? I mean, we full cleared, and we dropped 1 fight. So we got like 49,753 or something around there. So it is possible he's going to beat us, but he'd have to go pretty much perfect. 35 million punch up. Damn. Good job, my guy. Good job. I don't know why I just took possession of you. That was weird. That felt weird to me to even say. He had a lot of 3 diamonds. Cool. I'll check that out in a sec. Okay, it looks like this is the end of our DD7 run for the moment. Let's can we get rid of this goblin at least? Do we save this? Maybe we save it just cuz that's the sound of the beast. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. I kind of want to go back in and like go again just cuz this team's kind of fun to pilot and it's actually going relatively well. And also, like, I'm not really that close to getting into Legendary, so there's not really any rush. So I think I'm going to save the power cores. Yeah, because this is the last node. So if we get through this, like, congratulations, hurry up and wait. Shadow Dimension got another 10.5 hours, making it literally 10:30. That's easy math. I know that I should do war, and I just want to go to bed more, or literally do anything more. Ouch. All right, let's go here.
Hey everybody, my name is Joshua Williamson.
Bring this up on the full screen. Let's see. We've got a reaction. Boop. Make this big. I know it's DC and we're Marvel people, but whatever. Let's kill the music and see if this...
And I'm here to talk to you about an exciting initiative coming to DC Comics in October. But I'm doing it with an old friend, Scott Snyder.
Hey man, God, you look so fancy. You're freaking me out.
Whoever just did that, where there's like goats in the background, I just caught it out of the corner of my eye and I thought it was literally something behind me. I couldn't make sense of what it was at first. I was just like, what the hell is bright behind me? That's weird. I'm getting too tired for this.
Well, this is my show and you're my guest, right? I'm the host, you're my guest. So we're here to talk about comic books. So let's talk to everybody about All In.
This is something we've been working on forever. We've been working on it for a couple years behind the scenes with some incredible creators. And we're just so excited to bring it to you. So what is All In? Like, All In is the biggest initiative that DC has done in the better part of a decade, honestly. Josh and I have both been really lucky over the years at DC to be a part of a couple initiatives. The difference between sort of an initiative and an event, also, an event is like a big blockbuster story that creates a couple open spaces. But an initiative is a moment when the entire company comes together to kind of create a moment,
coming
like
up
a
with names,
seismic
Windstorm.
tectonic
Sorry.
moment at the
I'll
company
think of something, but
that sort of
it won't be
redefines
good.
it and tells one big story that invites everybody in to celebrate comics at once. And that's sort of what All In is going to be. every initiative has its purpose, and for us, All In is a rallying cry. All In is about reminding everybody that this medium, that comics, is where the biggest stories are told. It's where the characters are reborn, renewed, where the biggest legacy storytelling happens over and over and over. It's the greatest continuing story in the world.
Yeah, and one of the things that we've always talked about the last few years is that whenever somebody tries to do an initiative, they always either try to do something brand new with new stuff, or they try to do stuff that always embraces the classic. And one of the conversations that Scott and I were having the last few years was like, how do we do both? How do we do a new story that introduces all of these pieces of like brand new stuff, but really elevates all these classic pieces that we really love?
It starts with story. For us, like every great initiative has a character, has a sensibility, but it's a story. It's about creating something that opens up opportunity for creators to come in, do stories that they want to do in the best way and the biggest way possible. Again, an initiative like this, like All In, is about inviting everybody in, all the existing creators, some new creators, everything, to tell their best stories and to begin them all at one point. The idea is to create the greatest jumping on point for you guys in many, many, many years, where DC will be starting all kinds of books, like brand new books in your continuing series, the series that you love. There is no reboot, there is no retcon, but they will have new story arcs beginning in October. Everything begins there, and it also...
Who is Batman fighting in this photo? Does anybody know? It's super not important. It's going to bug me. I'm just curious.
starts with the All In #1 special.
And that's one of the things, like right now we're in the middle of this awesome Absolute Power event with Mark Waid and Dan Mora, and they're totally killing it. Awesome storytelling there. It actually ends with some really big moments for the DCU. And that's where we start picking things up with All In #1 in October. It's going to be a flip book. Scott and I co-wrote.
Do you think he'd get in trouble if there was a Spider-Man
being done by
comic book or statue back there?
Awesome, who I did Dark Crisis with. He's killing it on Wonder Woman. And the other side is being done by Wes Craig, who is an awesome, awesome artist. And we're really excited. When you guys see the pages for this, it's going to blow your mind. Now, on the Daniel Sampere side, that side is going to focus on what is going on in the current DCU post Absolute Power. And you're going to get to see a lot of this through the eyes of Superman. You're going to see some teases of the new storylines that are coming up. But it's all with Superman. The other side of the story is all through the point of view of Darkseid.
This special, what it really does is it reintroduces Darkseid as sort of who he should be, right? The greatest villain in the DCU, the end of all things. And there have been some amazing stories about him. But what we kind of came up with, along with a bunch of great creators, Mark Waid and everybody else kind of working on the lead up to it, is that during the events of Absolute Power, unbeknownst to the superheroes, Darkseid starts to realize that something has always been missing. He senses something in a special moment during Absolute Power that we don't want to spoil, but he senses something has changed. And once he realizes this, it sets him off on a quest that's going to bring him into direct conflict with this new Justice League that Superman is setting up, this more robust Justice League. And the collision between those two forces will reshape the DC cosmology in a brand new way, in a radical way, in a way that we're really excited about. And in the midst of that, it will create, one thing it creates is a dangerous, wild
Someone's
new
getting
planet,
bored.
a new DC universe, where we've invited in some of the biggest names in comics and some rising stars to reinvent the characters in personal and passionate and daring ways, all in one shared space, and as part of a bigger story that we'll be telling over the course of the next few years. That's the thing to understand. A great initiative, it launches begins with a story, and that story creates a driving force for the company for years to come. And that's what we're trying to do here. This story about the kind of collision between Darkseid, the Justice League, and what that engenders is going to be something that's going to shape the DC universe for quite a while.
And that's one of the things that's really important about this initiative is that even though we have these two worlds, we're telling one big meta story. And part of that new world is the Absolute World. And so, Scott, let's talk about the Absolute World a bit. And let's talk about your book, Absolute Batman.
Yeah.
Whoa. What the fuck? What the hell is that? Okay. All right, sure. I mean, like, we've seen gigantic Batmans before. And, like, this has been, like, fat before. If this is supposed to be a bat in any capacity, like, it's kind of, like, got the tail at the bottom there and, like, the two at the top for the wings. But, like, okay. That's not my Batman.
A lot of fun architecting all this stuff with you and
Also-
and everybody else. But
Batman.
yeah,
Like, it, for some reason, that right there makes me think of like a zipper. Like, it's almost like he's coming out of a sleeping bag or something.
so it's been a lot of fun architecting all this stuff with you and everybody else. But one part of it is this
Batman on a
is
lot
the
of
absolute
steroids.
universe. So the absolute universe, what is it? Without giving too much away, because you've got to pick up the special to see how it's created. If the main universe is sort of predicated on Superman energy, right, and the sort of metaverse concept that was introduced before in Doomsday Clock and elsewhere, then this universe is kind of founded on Darkseid energy. Now, Darkseid energy, the Omega beams, they zigzag, they're chaotic, they're dangerous, they're wild, and that's the spirit of this universe. In this universe, the heroes come up in ways that make them underdogs. They have a lot less of the comforts and things that they have in the main universe. Without spoiling things in each of the books, they have to be tougher, they have to be more resourceful, they've got to shine brighter, and it makes them more badass, and it's fun. It's two universes, one
See, like the
prophecy.
Superman and the
So
Wonder
we've
Woman
invited
still
in a
look
lot of
fairly
people that
Superman
wanna
and Wonder
embrace
Woman, but that
spirit,
Batman logo
and
is
they're going to
weird.
blow you away with the takes that they've created for these characters, for Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and on and on. We can't wait for you to see what we came
That
up
Superman actually
When
looks
you
pretty
guys see
fucking dope.
Nature Goddess art on Absolute Batman, it is gonna blow your mind. It is prime Absolute Batman. It is gonna. When you guys see
Like, the Wonder Woman looks pretty cool with the tattoos, and I mean, it's weird that she's got one sleeve and one not sleeve, but whatever, that's fine. This, I actually really like this image. The sun in the background, him walking through like the wheat field, like it almost looks like he's got gauntlets on or something. I don't really know what's going on here. It kind of makes me think of like eyes, but that doesn't make really sense. The cape over the shoulder though, as opposed to just hanging from his neck, like this looks fucking killer. I mean, it's. Again, like you're right. If you change the bat symbol, it'd be okay. But even then, like his legs are freaking massive. His feet are massive. Like he's so big. And then he's got a relatively small head. This looks okay. This looks amazing. I don't like this.
Nature Goddess art on Absolute Batman, it is gonna blow your mind. It is primal. This is not the Batman you know. He is a beast, and it's really, really exciting. And one of the things that we've been talking about, you might have heard us say Superman a lot. And Superman is going to be a really important part of the stories moving forward past All In. And I am still going to be writing Superman. I'll be writing the main Superman title. And now I'll be joined by Dan Mora, the artist, one of the best artists at DC, will come in and play with me on Superman for a while. And we're going to be doing some really big new stories in Superman. One of the things is we're going to be introducing a new Superwoman. That'll be a big mystery of who the new Superwoman is and how she got her powers. But also, we're going to have the return of Doomsday. One of my favorite, introducing a new Superwoman. That'll be a big mystery of who the new Superwoman is and how she got her powers. But
I love comic books and how they think that like cloth works around clothing. Like you can't see what's on her chest because her chest is sucking it in so hard that it's like that. No. That's not how clothing works. I'm sorry. You'd have to be vacuum packed in there, and even then, that's just not how clothes work.
She got her powers. But also, we're going to have the return of Doomsday. One of my favorite comics of all time is Death of Superman. And getting to play with Doomsday and doing some really cool big action sequences of Doomsday is very, very exciting. And there's going to be one of the biggest stories I've ever done at DC.
Big mystery equals
Superman
lowest
title. You know, one of the things, along with doing Superman, is, like Scott said earlier, we're going to be doing a lot of new stories starting in October. You know, there'll be a bunch of jumping on points across the entire line. You know, for me, when I came back to DC with Rebirth and I was working on Flash, I felt like I was a new kid. And one of the best parts of the last few years has been watching all of these new creators coming into the DCU. And one of the best parts of doing a new initiative is that what I've learned is that initiatives create opportunities. And it's been really awesome watching a lot of these new creators grab this opportunity and run with it and tell some really, really amazing stories. And so you're going to get a lot of new books, new creative teams, and new stories starting up in October.
The biggest thing we want to kind of communicate to you guys is this is not a retcon or a reboot or something like that. It's a celebration and expansion of the great storytelling that's been happening at DC. What it is it's an invitation to jump in. What we were able to kind of do is create a story that in October will have every book starting a new arc. Some of them are continuing on the sort of storylines that they've been on, but it will be a jumping on point. Some of them will be brand new books over in the Absolute Universe. There'll be new books in the main universe. We're going to have brand new origin stories from October on everywhere you look.
I like how he says it's not a reboot and it's not like a rebranding, and then he goes on to explain exactly how much it is a reboot and a rebranding. You're like, just call it what it is. It's fine. Like DC like restarts itself every couple of years. Like Marvel's been going on since 1960, right? Or earlier than that, actually, like 1940 something. And it's always been the same continuity. And sometimes that makes no sense whatsoever, and they have to retcon things, and so be it. But DC, every couple of years, just like, you know what? Like, we'll keep the numbers going, so it's still like Batman 972 or whatever the fuck. But like, they just restart, and it's fine. It's actually kind of better because then you can like have a jumping on point that makes sense. And then you can have like an era that makes sense. You'd be like, oh, I watched Red Spider-Man in the 90s. And I was like, oh, yeah, cool. That's the, you know, the New 52 arc or something. I had to go with DC there because there's no Marvel equivalent. But like, just call it what it is. It's fine. They said Prophecy Fifth World. Maybe, I don't know. I actually really liked the Ultimate Comics back then. Like, Ultimate Spider-Man is one of my favorite Spider-Mans, period. They've brought out 3 of the omnibuses, and the 4th one should be coming out actually pretty soon. Maybe? No, that can't be right. I feel like the 3rd one just came out like in the spring. So they were coming out in September's, but it must have got pushed back. Anyways, the 4th one should be the final Ultimate Spider-Man. They're still in the wrapper. I haven't even opened them yet. Once I get the 4th one, I'm going to open them and go all the way through them and just like enjoy it and soak it all up. I'm pretty sure I've read them all from back in the day, but I'm not 100%, so I'm looking forward to it. So I like the idea of like rebooting, being like, no, here's an entire like story in a world, everything you need. Enjoy this. And then we'll do it again in a little bit with like just like changes and make it a little bit different. And then it's not like, oh, you need to know like 85 years of history because they just came out with the 85th anniversary. I think it's fine.
DC Comics will be a story beginning, a place to start. There'll be incentives for retailers that will reveal at San Diego. There'll be incentives for you guys that will reveal at San Diego. But the goal of this, like I said at the beginning of this, is All In is a rallying cry. It's saying comics are awesome. Comics have been awesome. Comics will always be awesome. It will be the place where you can tell the biggest and best stories with these characters ever. And what we want is to communicate to you that right now we're all in as a company. All the creators, all the editors, everybody has bought into this idea of let's all take our biggest swing together at one moment because we haven't done it in a while. Let's all launch our biggest stories, whether they're radical reinventions of the characters, whether they're continuing awesome legacy stories that are happening in the main DCU. Let's do all of it at once, all over the course of this period. We're all in. It's all in the books. It's all in the stores. And we're all in it together as fans, as creators.
Thank you, White Noise. Appreciate that. We're just checking out this video about the new DC All In announcement and what their comics are going to look like coming out as of October. We're just giving that a quick little look. We've just done our Cosmic Crucible and stuff like that, so as much as I was giving OG Diamond Dave crap earlier because I rated him just as he was about to log off, honestly, we probably don't have too much left in the gas tank on this stream, but I appreciate the raid, my guy. We are sitting at 498. If anybody out there has not already hit the follow button and wants to push us over that 500 limit, that would be amazing. But at the same time, I realize I'm asking a lot from people who are joined for 2 seconds and we're not even playing the game we said we were playing. So
as
I'm just going to finish this video.
And everybody in the
so
industry to say comics is awesome, and it always has been and it always will be, but this moment in particular is going to be more awesome than you can even imagine.
And like this right here, everything we're talking about, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
How did your Cosmic Crucible go? That's what you were up to.
Is and everything we're going to be
I'm assuming you're playing Marvel Strike Force.
There's
I think
that's
that's
a lot
what
of
you're doing
announcements this week. A lot of really cool stuff is going to be teased this week. And then we're going to get to San Diego Comic-Con, and there will be a lot of really, really great stuff at San Diego Comic-Con. We have a panel on Thursday at 12:45 at San Diego Comic-Con. You got to make sure you go to that. Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff that's going to be coming to DC in October. And it all starts with DC All-In Special #1.
You say you're going to buy all the #1s. I feel like that's a really good idea like 40 years ago. I don't know how much that matters now. Like if you just want to buy them for your own personal collection, like you just want to have them, that's totally fine. But if you're buying them on speculation, they're going to be worth a whole lot going down the road. Generally speaking, I don't know if that's as much of a thing as it used to be. You know what I mean? Like there was a time when like the #1 meant something, but like they just pump out #1s all the time. Now everybody knows that they're supposed to be worth money. Everybody collects them. If you want them because you want to see how it goes, awesome. If you want to read them, that's even better. But if you're doing it on speculation that they're going to be worth a lot of money, I don't know if that's worth the money. I don't know if it's worth your time or effort. No worries. Have a great rest of the stream. Lost by 400 for round 2. Ouch. That's unfortunate. That's so close. Our opponent hasn't fought yet, or at least hadn't fought last we checked. We got a relatively decent 49 753 or something like that. So as long as he drops more than one room, we should be okay. Anyways, as I said, this is unfortunately the end of the line for us. It's after midnight here, and I gotta get up for work in the morning. Gonna be a very long couple of days. So again, thank you very much for the raid. I truly do appreciate that. But we're gonna actually pass the buck. I think El Jefe was on last I checked, so we're gonna pass you off to him. He's a great guy. He's in my alliance. Really fun watch. So head over there, give him some love, say hi, give him a follow. We'll catch you all next time. Lost Cosmic Crucible by 1 point once. I did too, actually. And it pissed me off so hard. This is the ultimate salt story. I'm hiding behind my thing. So there was a time where I had every point I needed to get into Diamond. I was the exact cutoff on day 2 of the week. And on day 3, I lost by 1 point. And I have never been into Diamond. That's the closest I've ever been. I was so goddamn mad. Anyways, you guys have a great night. We'll catch you next time. Peace!